Let me refocus this so it's very concise. Nothing is what it appears. That is across the board. So what ends up happening is right now you have the indictments I was talking about that are going on in D.C., which happened to be in front of Deborah A. Robinson, who I had to deal with when I was in D.C. And that's sort of the go-to, right, in D.C. And then, of course, it'll be handed off to somebody else once she goes in and does, the linchpins. Well, this is not what everyone thinks it is. You have Mueller, who used to be head of the FBI, for instance. When all the dirty stuff was going down, and I'm talking about all the stuff with the uranium and so much more. And he's the one that's in charge of, basically, as it was put earlier today, cherry picking, where to keep everyone's attention. All I'm telling you is that look beyond the appearance. If you needed to really build something up so that the whole thing could just be exposed, you have Mueller, who's pretty much in the same ilk as the ones that are being indicted. So watch how this all plays out. You have the BIS blanket immunity for all banks on the planet was canceled back in 2012. And this week you ended up having Congress pass a bill so that all the banks in America would have immunity. Plus you have Equifax that they just issued immunity so that they couldn't be sued by consumers. You have a whole bunch of stuff going on, and that's because a lot since September 15th with the same day ACH payments, you have almost all the accounts basically emptied out towards Europe and Switzerland, and none of that works. So now they're having to fortify. As of this week, or last week I should say, they're moving everything to China, to Asia, Singapore, Hong Kong, all of that. So nothing is what it appears, guys. Everything is, when you see something come out, whether you agree with it or not, just from a political standpoint or a belief standpoint, just look beyond the appearance. Because you can't deal with anything if you don't know it exists, right? So you have to make it visible first, and then everyone has this resounding no coming out of their heart. So this is all energetic, and this is how this is how energy works. So when you focus on the end result, the details themselves go at a blink of an eye, quite literally. When you have 100% attention paid on the end result, that's what you get. And that's why everything's going super fast, because you have a lot of beings right now from all over existence focusing on the end result, because everyone's really tired. Everyone's exhausted, no matter what part they're playing. As far as behind the scenes, there's just too much to go over. I'm not going to go over it, but it is all interconnected, because everyone is interconnected and because everything is inner. You have everything in existence inside of you. So it's a matter of conscious choice of how you're going to apply your focus and attention, because it is intention and attention and your commitment to focusing attention.